Hello YouTube, and I am back. Yeah, sorry, I've just been busy and everything. Really close to hitting 100 subscribers, at which point I'll do like an update and everything, so I'm just going to hold out on everything until then. Yeah though, so until then, here's my PSP collection. So starting out, just like my DS collection, I have a couple loose games and everything, so I'm just going to go through those real fast. We have Secret Agent Clank. This game's trash. Don't pick that game up. I hated that game so much. N Plus, I don't really like games like this anymore. Back when I did though, I did like this game, but I just don't like it anymore. Bomberman Land. This is pretty much a minigame compilation starring Bomberman. Pretty lame, in my opinion at least. Kingdom of Paradise. I need to pick this up complete box. This is a pretty solid action RPG. It was one of my first PSP games, actually. Mega Man Powered Up. This is another one I need to get a complete box copy of. Love this game. This is such a fantastic Mega Man game. It's a remake of the first game, but this has so much stuff to do with it. Like, you can play through it as every Robot Master. It's crazy. Mega Man X Maverick Hunter. In my opinion, this isn't as good as the Super Nintendo original, but this is pretty dang good. Yeah, I think like the main thing I don't like about it is it just doesn't feel as fast, you know? Luminous. This is a very fun puzzle game. I'm just very bad at it myself. Very fun game, though. EA Replay. Of the 2 or 3 collection games on the PSP I have, this is actually my favorite one. Just because it has the most amount of games that interest me. God of War Chains of Olympus. This is one of the best PSP games that I own, actually. Maybe not best, but one of my favorites at least. Yeah, I really gotta get this complete box one day. Like, most of these games I gotta try and pick them up CIB soon. Sega Rally Revo. I don't like racing games. I didn't really care for it too much. Then Taito Legends Power Up. Power Up. Didn't care for it. You know, it's all like super old arcade games. I just don't care for old arcade games that much, you guys. So first up, we have The Warriors. This is a very solid port of the Xbox PS2 game. If you like this game, I definitely would say to check out this version. It's really surprisingly solid. The PSP has a lot of really good ports, in my opinion. Every Extend Extra. I haven't played this yet. This is still factory sealed. This was made by the person who made Rez, so I wanted to check it out for a little bit. We have a dual pack. We have Motorstorm, Arctic Edge, and Twisted Metal Head-On. Didn't care for either one very much. I guess if I had to play one again, it would be Twisted Metal, but neither was particularly fantastic to me. We have Tales of the World, Radiant Mythologies. I played this years ago and I don't remember anything about it. I didn't like it, I think. I don't remember. I might have to play this one again. We have Archer McLean's Mercury, and Mercury Meltdown. These are actually really fun games. I really enjoy these. All you do is try and get the Mercury, you know, the silver thing, into the hole. It's just really fun. I don't know why. Monster Hunter Freedom 2. This is a really good game. It came at like the worst possible time for me because I got a different Monster Hunter game before that one, and it's way better. We got Wally. This is a very fun game. A 3D platformer, no less. Strange to see on the PSP. Definitely recommend it. Very relaxing, very chill game. Fading Shadows. I've never played this. I've owned it for like 3 or 4 years now. Never played it though. The main reason why I bought it is because it was like $2 at GameStop, and it's like, you know, maybe one day I'll play it. Dungeon Siege, Throne of Agony. This is a Diablo clone, and I really like Diablo. I've played this for about 5 hours, but I really enjoyed it. I just didn't think the story was as good as Diablo's. Siphon Filter, Logan Shadow. I haven't played this yet. I've heard it's one of the best PSP games. I haven't played it yet. Looking forward to trying that at some point, though. Killzone Liberation. This is actually a really solid third-person shooter. Yeah, really solid game. Really surprised me. I didn't think it'd work, but it did. I was very pleasantly surprised. Midnight Club LA Remix. It's a racing game. Didn't care for it. Here we go. This is the better of the two dual packs I own. I have Hot Shots Golf Open Tee, which is a fantastic golfing game. Love that game. Then Hot Shots Tennis Get a Grip. This is a very fun tennis game. Think Mario Tennis and Mario Golf when you see these two games. Highly recommend both of them. Alright, so my heater's going off. I'm sorry about that, you guys. But we're going to just keep going. We got Dissidia. I love this game. I really, really like Dissidia 1. I didn't like the sequel as much, but I love Dissidia 1. Wipeout Pure. I actually really like this game. I don't like racing games normally, but I really enjoyed this game. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus. I hate Metal Gear Solid. I don't know why I bought this, because I hate Metal Gear Solid, and like, it was Metal Gear Solid. I don't like Metal Gear Solid. Okay, this is Shinsekai, whatever. It's Neon Genesis Evangelion, what's it called? Music Rumble, or something like that. So this is pretty much like if they made Smash Brothers, but with like Evangelion characters. A really weird game. Pretty decent though. Like, I had fun playing it. It's the only import I own, actually, on my PSP. Well, I have one other coming in the mail, but it hasn't showed up yet. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 Remix. You know, I actually don't like this one as much as I liked Tony Hawk American Skateland on DS. I don't know. I just didn't like it as much. SOCOM Tactical Strike. This is a pretty decent tactical RPG. If you're looking for one, there's one for you. The Third Birthday. This is a very fun third-person action game. Really liked it and everything. Really liked the style. I love this cover art too. It's just very simplistic. Yeah, just a very solid game. If you like Parasite Eve, you might want to check this one out, because this is basically the third game. And if you're a collector, you might want to look into it as well, because it's actually a little bit uncommon. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. This is my favorite PSP game. This is just a fantastic game from start to finish. Yeah, I love this game. One of my absolute all-time favorite games. I wish Square would port that game to the PS4. Rengoku 2. I haven't played this yet. I don't know if I will. Looked okay-ish. Space Invaders Extreme. Like I said in my Nintendo DS video, this is one of my favorite games from, like, portable games from that generation. I play this game so often. It's just such a fun game. God, I love Space Invaders Extreme. Let's see, I have a couple UMDs in my collection. I have Spider-Man 3. I actually really like Spider-Man 3 as a film. I'm one of those people, I know. Phantasy Star Portable, unfortunately enough, I don't have the case or manual, but this has a nice, actual PSP case. Unfortunately enough, I got this game after all the online and everything was shut off, so never got to experience that. It seemed really fun, though. I might have to try and figure out how to get my PSP online. Pena Fantasy Golf. This is pretty much Hot Shots Golf, but with an anime aesthetic. I actually liked this a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but I liked it more than I liked Hot Shots Golf Open Tour. Really fun game. I don't know. I just like the anime aesthetic, you guys. I don't know why. I just do. We have Final Fantasy 1. This is the best version of Final Fantasy 1 to go back and play. Like, if you actually want to play the game, this is the one I always tell people to pick up, is PSP 1. Because it's pretty much just the PS1 version with, I think, faster load times, if I remember correctly. There's like some huge advantage to that. And then we have Final Fantasy 4, the complete collection. For a long time, this was my favorite Final Fantasy, was Final Fantasy 4. Nowadays, I actually like 9 more, but this is still one of my 3 favorites, you know, this is still one of my favorite games. And this is the best version of the game, in my opinion at least. Because you have the After Years, which is kind of crappy, I'm not gonna lie, but this version has like the redrawn sprites and they look fantastic. You know, it's just the best version, okay? I'm sorry, it just is. Castlevania the Dracula X Chronicles. I don't know. This is a remake of Rondo of Blood, and it's like they smeared mud all over the screen. Like, just, I don't know. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I really like the comic book that this is based on, but, like, as a movie, nah, kind of skippable. Ape Escape on the Loose. This is a remake of the first Ape Escape game. It's actually not as good. It's weird. Ape Escape is made with that whole dual moving thumbsticks gimmick, you know. And this game doesn't have that because the PSP doesn't have, you know, double thumbsticks. Still a good game though. Like, I still really enjoyed it, and I still really like this version of the game. I just don't like it as much as the PS1 version. Rock Band Unplugged. This is pretty much a version of Amplitude. If you've ever played Amplitude on PS2, this is pretty much that. I am trash at music games, but I do like this game though, so good game. Medieval Resurrection. This is another one of my more favorite PSP games, or at least one that I tend to play, like, come back to every here and there. I really like this game. It's a remake of the first Medieval. In fact, more or less kind of a port of the first Medieval. There's a couple things they add, but it's nothing substantial. Yeah, I really love Medieval 1, so having it on the PSP is pretty great, in my opinion. Dissidia 012. I don't know why, I just didn't like this one as much as I liked the first one. I love the first one. This one, I don't know. Like, it has more characters and everything. Just something about it just didn't click. Daxter. Now, I've seen a couple people actually not trash this game, but kind of belittle it. It's actually a really fun 3D platformer on the system. Like it a lot more than Jak 2, which is the prequel. This game's a prequel to that. Yeah, I really like Daxter. Really fun game. Parappa the Rapper. This is a pretty much one-to-one port of the PS1 version of this game. You know, good game. I am awful at rhythm games, though. Burnout Legends. This is one of the few racing games, if you can consider Burnout a racing game, it's one of the few ones I like. Having this to go, portable, whatever, is just great to me. It's so much fun. Valkyria Chronicles 2. I don't like this as much as the first one. I don't know why. Just there's something about this one where I don't like it as much as the first one. And I think that's the general consensus of the Valkyria fan base, is that this is the black sheep of the series. It's just kind of yeah, it's like the mechanics of this game, they didn't fully work out, in my opinion. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It's pretty good. This is one actually I think like you should probably get the PS3 version of. World Soccer Tour. This is a game I bought because I needed a new case. Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron. This is a very fun third-person shooter. It's just got a couple of ups and downs. The biggest thing being the controls. Like, this is a game that begs for twin sticks, you know? Virtua Tennis World Tour. This is a fantastic tennis game. In my opinion, it's better than Hot Shots Tennis. It's just so much fun. It's Virtua Tennis. It's portable. It's fantastic. Such a great game. Tomb Raider Legend. Let's see. I'm not that familiar with the Xbox version. I'm just now playing through the original Xbox version. So I don't know about like any differences, but this was very solid. Very much enjoyed it. Persona 3 Portable. This is actually a very disappointing game to me. A lot of people told me this was the best version of Persona 3 to play, so I was really excited. This is getting to be a fairly expensive game. I think I spent like $50 on it, and I see it go for like $70 or $80, and in my opinion, it's not worth it. Like, this is nowhere near as good as Persona 3 Fez is, in my opinion. Or, well, Persona 3 in general. They just remove way too much, in my opinion. Like, it's crazy that they attempted to get a PS2 game like Persona 3 on a PSP. You know, that's crazy, but, like, that game's, like, pretty much a visual novel, you guys, because there's just so much they removed. They removed way too much, in my opinion. Patapon. Haven't played this yet. I've heard it's really good. My copy is still sealed. Haven't played it yet. I've heard it's really good. Gonna check it out sometime. Maybe tonight, actually. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. This is the Monster Hunter game that I've played way more than, what is it, Freedom 2? I just remember I really like this one a lot more. Yeah. You know, I only have time to play one Monster Hunter at a time. Loco Roco. This is such a unique game. This is one of the PSP's best offerings, in my opinion. I haven't played like the PS4 remaster or anything like that, but one day I will. Yeah, one of the PSP's best games. And then finally, I have Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. This was the reason why I bought my PSP, you know, a long time ago. I love this game so much. This is such an important game to me. One of my all-time favorite games. I love every game in the Kingdom Hearts series, but if I had to pick two favorites, it'd be this and Kingdom Hearts 2. Unfortunately enough, I'll probably never go back and play the PSP version, just because the PS4 version is so much better. They fixed the load times, it looks better, it's just the best version, so I don't think I'll ever play this version, but this game means a lot to me. So that's my PSP collection. I've got a couple games coming in the mail, but, you know, yeah, so if you like this video, like it.